Oh, it's a weird thing. Hey guys, it's Ilika. So I wanted to come on here and really, I've been getting a lot of questions about, can we drink alcohol on keto? Did you stop drinking when you lost, your 120 pounds? What was the process? What was your process? How does alcohol affect keto? So so first, let me start off. I don't know I don't know if for lives, just the folks who already know me join or if other folks join. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ilika. I've lost 120 pounds through the ketogenic diet and hardcore workouts. I've grown to love it. I've been overweight my entire life. And now I've been able to change the game through the ketogenic diet. And so now I actually coach folks on keto and I host keto challenges. So I'm really excited about that. So if you ever want to go to my website and just find out what I do, you can always check me out at lifehealthnow.com. So anyway, so let's get to it. Keto and alcohol. So here's the thing. Did I drink? Did I drink while I was losing the weight? The answer is yes. So now I will say to you guys this, while I was starting my keto journey, I kind of didn't really know what I was doing. And so I hit a lot of the pitfalls along the way. And so, I have tried to put together something where other folks will not hit those same pitfalls, right? So let me talk about how keto or how alcohol affects you on keto. How to drink, what to drink, and if you should do it or not is up to you, right? So first of all, if you drink alcohol on keto or when you're in ketosis, you will get drunk faster. It'll be insanely faster. Like if you're someone who can normally drink like 3 drinks before you're feeling anything, you'll start feeling it around drink 1. It's a game changer. And also on top of that, you'll also recover faster. So you'll feel it faster, but then you'll be like, okay, 15 minutes later, half an hour later, oh, I don't feel anymore. And then you'll go and try and have another drink. Or if you're, like I used to be, just keep on going. But anyway, so I'll tell you, so here's why alcohol affects you more when you're in ketosis. Essentially, your liver wants to process that alcohol first. So you no longer have like the glycogen storage there to be like, oh, let me go ahead and process this and play with this. And I'm going to slow down, the deliverance of the alcohol to the liver. Now you've just got alcohol, liver, boom, it's processing. And so that's why and it goes through your bloodstream. That's why you start to feel it so much faster. And so that's essentially why in ketosis, when we drink, we can be pulled out of ketosis for a minute, but it's not going to be something where you're pulled out of ketosis for a long period of time. Because like I said, it processes through the liver and it processes through the liver really quickly, which is why we get drunk so fast, right? So basically, what's going to happen is it's not going to, stay in your liver forever, or it's not going to stay with you forever. And your body will kind of or push through it pretty quickly. So you will get drunk fast, but you won't stay drunk for a long period of time. Now, thinking about what you want to drink, what you're going to drink when you're in ketosis, obviously you still want to stay low sugar, right? You don't want the alcohol to push you out of ketosis and keep you out of ketosis, right? So that's why we still drink. If we're going to do a chaser, we're still going to do, soda water, club soda, I don't know, the same thing, seltzer water, those types of things, lemon, like little squirts of lemon, maybe even some stevia. Like I have this little drink that I'll do where it's like vodka, a little squirt of lemon, some soda water, and a little bit of stevia. And that's kind of my drink of choice, right? And it will kick me out of ketosis, like I said, for a short amount of time, but you'll hop right back into ketosis because the alcohol will process through your body really quickly. That said, it can also slow weight loss a bit for so many different reasons. Alcohol can slow weight loss. One is the fact that, number one, you're kicked out of ketosis for a little bit. And also like your body starts to kind of process things a little slower just because you're drinking, right? So the other thing, and this is the thing that really sticks out to me, the reason why why alcohol can slow weight loss during ketosis or when you're eating a keto diet is because we tend to make a little more poor choices when we're drinking. So drinking, for me at least, goes with food. So now I'm drinking and I tend to be like, well, if I could probably just have a slice of that pizza or a bite of that pizza, and you start just drinking or eating things that you wouldn't normally eat, eating later, not paying attention to your intermittent fasting if that's something that you're doing, so we just do some different things when we're drinking. It makes us make some choices that aren't the greatest, right? So yes, she says, yeah. Cole Cody says drinking makes her crave carbs. Drinking makes me crave carbs too, which is why, I try to stay away. I try not to go too hard because I know that mentally I'll be like, what do I want now? And then I'll be like, well, I want to stay in ketosis. So maybe I'll just have 117 billion almonds and that'll be better than if I ate some bread, right? But look how many almonds I just ate. Now I've eaten my entire pack of Costco almonds and boom, I've slowed my weight loss. I've slowed my progress. So it does definitely affect us. So now thinking about, some of the things that we drink. So a lot of folks ask about wine. Can you drink red wine? Can you drink white wine? I will say this. I did drink red wine while I was, and white wine a little bit. I'm more of a red wine person. So I drink white wine every so often while I was losing the weight. But I drink, a good deal of red wine. I would only have one glass a night because early on in the process, I messed up big time, not knowing about how keto affects alcohol, and had, shared a couple of bottles with some friends, and it was not a pretty sight, guys, not at all. Mind you, alcohol dehydrates you already. When you're in ketosis, you get more dehydrated anyways. That's why I'm always talking about drinking a ton of water, right? Our body starts to just flush our water through our system when we're eating a keto diet. So now we are drinking alcohol, which also dehydrates us. And boom, we know what happens when we get dehydrated, right? You start getting sick. This is why folks have major hangovers. This is why folks, vomit after drinking. It's the lack of essentially electrolytes, becoming dehydrated while you're drinking. So you want to make sure that if you are going to drink, you stay hydrated, like even more so, because otherwise that next day is going to be rough. Take it from someone who's done it mistakenly, didn't know any better when I did it. And I never did it again after that. But, you want to make sure you're drinking tons and tons of water when you're drinking alcohol. So some of the alcohols, some of the best, I guess, the ideal alcohols when in ketosis are, like the major, like hard ones, right? Not sweet, nothing sweet, obviously. So vodka, rum, gin, tequila, these types of things that are like really heavily like distilled, just almost no sugar in it. Those are the ones that you want to stick to, because then you can drink those and still stay in ketosis. And also you aren't adding the additional carbs, which now adds glycogen storage. And so therefore, now you've got to deplete that before you can get back into ketosis. You want to stay as close to ketosis as possible while you're drinking. Even white wines like Sauvignon Blanc and I believe Pinot Noir are fairly low in carbs. So those are also okay, but you still have to watch your quantities, right? For the white wines and for the red wines. You don't want to drink, 8 ounces, 10 ounces and keep going just thinking you can drink a whole bottle of wine. You want to really watch what you're doing when you're drinking the alcohol in ketosis. That's another reason that it can be rough, because what happens is, you're drinking, you get a little more free, you get another cup, another glass, and all of a sudden you drink an entire bottle of wine. So you want to watch that when in ketosis. What else? I tried to make a little list for you guys because I want to make sure I hit on everything. Someone asked a question. The problem with doing tequila is you need to eat fried chicken with it. Right. Well, you know what? Take the skin off the chicken and then you're fine. Right. But yeah, so with ketosis, yeah, alcohol is definitely, when in ketosis, alcohol is definitely something that you want to watch, because also you got to think about your liver, right? Liver health, cirrhosis of the liver, all those different things are just a worry in general. So we don't want to be too crazy with our alcohol in ketosis. I know it sucks, right? Because we do we do love our drinks here and there. Just be smart about it, right? Just, maybe once a week or a couple times a month, you're having a couple of drinks, and be smart about it from the standpoint of knowing that you're going to get drunk faster, and drinking your water, knowing that you can get dehydrated. So want to give you guys those tips. It's just important to me that folks understand how keto works and continues to move forward with it. I wanted to also let you guys know that I recently wrote a book, Guide to Ketosis, the Healthy Way. I'm so excited about it. So you can check that out on my website. I'm really excited about it. I can't believe I actually wrote a book. And then I also can't believe that I, am doing what I'm doing. So I am like giddy. I'm still excited. So let me know if you guys have any questions, anything I can help you guys with, because I wanted to do this Q&A today. I know it's like impromptu, but still wanted folks to be able to see it and ask whatever questions right now as we're kind of going through and moving forward. Because I know the weekend's coming. I know folks are trying to get some drinks in. I know the new year just started, so some folks are just recently starting ketosis and really, have some questions and things, which is why I wanted to make sure, I'm on here and getting some information out to you guys. So let me know if you need anything. I think I'm going to cut this short because I don't have a lot of additional questions. So thanks, guys, for joining. And, remember, if you're drinking on ketosis, watch yourself. Oh, I got another question. Can you suggest some good side dishes for a dinner party I'm having this weekend? Ooh, oh my goodness. So I've got a really good one. I got really excited. I always get way too excited with things. Okay, so a really good side dish is buffalo cauliflower. So it's almost like buffalo chicken, but you're making out of cauliflower. So that can be like a really cool like side hors d'oeuvre type thing. Also, I mean, you can go with any vegetable, right? I do like a vegetable roast, like a roasted vegetables. I'll throw broccoli in there, asparagus, a bunch of different vegetables, mix them together and roast them in the oven. That's a really good one that I tend to love, at least. Let me think, what else is some good side dishes? I'll have to think of some other things, but definitely the roast and that darn cauliflower. That buffalo cauliflower is amazing. I need to put a recipe up there for it because it is so good. It's literally one of my favorite things. And I actually, funny enough, the first time I tried it was at a vegan restaurant. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is everything. And I was like, this is keto. I'm going to make this at home. So I did. I've tried keto for a little while and lost 20 pounds. Nice. Had bad leg cramps and didn't have a hold on how much to eat. You know what, Violet? I think I mentioned before, I do these keto challenges where I'm like guiding folks through keto, showing them how to do it. And it's not my personalized coaching program, but I provide so much education and ways to do it at the beginning that you know what you're doing the whole time. And this is the first week of my my challenge that started in January. The end of the first week, and my folks have already lost 152 pounds. There's only 33 people in the challenge, and they've lost 152 pounds. I'm really, really excited about that. But also they're avoiding those pitfalls. So, I mean, the leg cramps, water, you have to be drinking your water. The thing is with keto, you've got to know what you're doing. It's so smart to know what you're doing before you. So you want to do the research, but also understand the different side effects. So I would even Google, if you don't want to go in one place and find it, like in my book, I have it all in one place. But if you want to, just Google side effects of ketosis and then start researching all those different areas, you'll find it. But leg cramps is one of the things, one of the side effects, and that's because of low electrolytes. You've got to get your water and you've got to get your added electrolytes in there. Cool. I need a recipe for the buffalo cauliflower. It's so good. I can't even with how good that buffalo cauliflower is. And it's really low in net carbs, obviously, because it's just really cauliflower and buffalo sauce. And, if you want, and I add, a lot of times I'll add butter and do some different things. So, oh my gosh, it's so good. My goodness, I don't like your hair. It looks a bit unkept here. Okay. Did you drink coffee during your keto diet? Yes. I definitely drink coffee during my keto diet. And the reason I do the Bulletproof coffee. I've got a video, actually my last video I think that I posted was my Bulletproof coffee. I love Bulletproof coffee. I was trying to drink it even when I took keto breaks, and it was not a good idea because fat and carbs don't mix. So I was like, I got to stop my keto coffee, but it's so good. It's, the Bulletproof coffee. I drink it. I actually drink coffee in the morning and at night sometimes. So let me see. I need some keto on a budget advice and also how to cook for my family and myself on keto. That is one of my favorite things. So one of the things that I do, I always cook for my family. I only make one meal. Like a lot of folks on keto, they do, 3 and 4 meals. Like this kid wants something, this kid wants something, and you're keto, so you can't eat what they eat. I'm not cooking 17 meals. Like I have 4 kids and a husband, and I'm starting my own business. I've just started my own business. So I'm like, I cannot cook all those crazy things. So what I do is I make one meal. So let's say I'm going to do spaghetti for the kids, right? My kids do gluten-free, and we always try and get as many nutrients in the noodles as possible. So what I do is I'll give them their gluten-free noodles, and I'll make the spaghetti sauce with ground turkey. Sometimes I'll throw in some turkey meatballs, and also the tomato sauce and some vegetables. Usually I'll throw in some celery in there. I know they get so annoyed. Like, Mommy, why do you think that every vegetable needs to go in our spaghetti? I'm like, because you need it. I'll throw in a little bit of spinach sometimes, even sometimes some broccoli, put it all together, and I'll feed them that over the spaghetti. And then I'll just eat the sauce. Like that's my food, and either use the raw or another low carb tomato sauce, which a lot of times I end up just using like the canned organic tomato sauce from the grocery store, because that's usually like the 3 carbs. So it's like you throw that in there, and you can do the same thing. You spice it up, and you're good. Thank you guys for the hair comments. I know that person was just a troll, so I just let them go. My son is underweight, so I worry about him losing more weight all the time. He won't if you're giving him the spaghetti. That's the noodles and things like that. He won't lose any weight with that. And that's always a plus. Also, you can just different, fruits and things like that will continue to help. Like my kids, they don't eat keto. So I give them tons of fruits. They eat vegetables, they do, but I do try and go lower carbs, or at least I shouldn't say lower carbs. I give them, ensure they're getting their carbs from fruits, vegetables, and not so much from like breads and things like that. So the only time they have bread is on their sandwich at school. We let them have a sandwich. They take their sandwich to school, and that's their bread. And it's actually a low carb bread they use. It's from like Dave's. I think it's like Dave's Killer Bread, but it's the thin slice one. So each slice of bread is just like 13 carbs. And I believe it's something like 8 net carbs per slice of bread. So, I still watch those things for them. Let me see. Wanted to get involved in the challenge, but not on Facebook. Is there another way to get your help and advice? Yes, Violet, there is. I actually created like a keto, a series, like everything you need to know about keto. And so I provide you with everything you need. Also, I've got a few people who aren't on Facebook. And what I've been doing is emailing them everything, because I want to make sure you're getting all the information that you need, so I'm emailing them everything that we do. Everything that we do for the challenge, but everything you need to know about keto, it's everything you need to know to successfully start your keto journey. You can find it on my website. It's going to give you my book. So it's my PDF version of the book, as well as I created an audiobook, but I didn't want the audiobook to be exactly the same as the digital book. So what I did was I spoke over the I spoke over the digital book, but added color, added additional tips and tricks and all these different things. So you can get that in there. And that's all a part of the same package. And then 4-week meal plan, 4 weeks of working out, and also 4 weeks of challenges, like workout challenges. So it is really cool. I'm really excited about what's going on here. And I'm excited that so many people are getting healthy and learning and growing. Like this is huge. And Violet, you can find all that on my website, LifeHealthNow.com. Sometimes I have to think about what I'm saying. But yeah, you can find that all out on my website. But I'm excited that so many people are really getting involved in the ketogenic lifestyle. It is it's a game changer and it's a lifesaver. I've told you guys before about, some of my clients who have already, I had a client who was taking 9 different medications a day. Not 9 pills, 9 medications. So separate types of pills. Some of them were 2 pills. And she's down to 1, one medication a day. It's like to go from 9 to 1 is huge. Others have had, different diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and he's reversed his type 2 diabetes. This is real, and it's truly saving people. Do you intermittent fast? Yes, I definitely do intermittent fasting. I actually do it on a schedule, so I don't do intermittent fasting every single day. I normally do it about 4 to 5 days a week. And that's kind of how I do it. So then I do intermittent fasting those 4 to 5 days, and then I try and get my body back, because basically what I want to do is always be changing things so that my body feels those changes along the way. So yeah, I definitely do intermittent fasting. And usually when I do it, I'll do like a 16-8, but on occasion, I'll do a full day of fasting. And every so often I'll do, like, if I do 2 days of fasting, my first day will be a water fast, and the second day will be a fat fast. So that's essentially me drinking my Bulletproof coffee for a full day, because like I mentioned, I love the Bulletproof coffee. So that's kind of how I do for the intermittent fasting. So it's different types of intermittent fasting. So you can do intermittent fasting where you're eating 8 hours a day and fasting for 16 hours during 16 hours a day, or you can do 12 and 12. Like I have a family member who has diabetes, and she takes her diabetes medication early in the morning. So she was concerned about kind of the 16-8s and not being able to eat after she gets off of work and that sort of thing. And I'm like, 12-12 fast would be good too. Frankly, 10-14 would probably be even better, where you're fasting for 14 hours and you're eating during a 10-hour window. And the reason is because this thing called autophagy. And essentially what that is it's your body regenerating and like a renewal, essentially, of your cells, and basically ridding of the damaged cells, processing your food, and renewing like new cells, healing, essentially. So when you fast for over 14 hours, your body really gets into that mode of autophagy, and really it gives the best benefits to the body. It's also been known to be cancer fighting and all these different things. So that's why intermittent fasting can be really important. I'm doing a water fast on Sunday. You got it, Cody. I believe you can do it. Water fasts are tough, but frankly, it's all mind over matter. So just make sure you're drinking enough water, though. So go for it. I say go for it. I think you can do it. Any more questions? Anything else I can answer for you guys or help with? I'm going to try and do, I'm going to post another video this week of my supplements. I call it supplements. Essentially, it's like how I do my apple cider vinegar drink. But it's not like pills or anything, because I just don't like pills. But it's my apple cider vinegar concoction that I take to ensure that I'm keeping my electrolytes and ensuring that I'm that my body is still kind of flowing the way it needs to, and working with my inflammation, all these different things. So I'm going to be putting that video out. I already taped it. I just got to edit it, of course. But I wanted to get a live out there in the meantime, so that, I'm staying consistent. So do you drink that while fasting? Yes, I still will do the apple cider vinegar when I'm apple cider vinegar concoction while I'm fasting, just because I think that it helps my body to just continue to flow the way it needs to, and it also, just with my inflammation, I'll do it. Sometimes I can't even say I do it all the time, because sometimes, honestly, I just forget to take my my apple cider vinegar concoction. It's like, and I have an alarm that I put on my phone to take to do my apple cider vinegar thing at a certain time every day, and I still forget. So it just is what it is. Like I'll see the alarm and I'll be like, well, I'm in the middle of doing something, and then I won't end up doing it. So I'll say that sometimes I do my apple cider vinegar while I'm fasting. Not all the time, though, just because sometimes I forget. Anything else? Any other questions? Anything else I can help you guys with? All right. Well, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for sticking with me for 24 minutes. It's been awesome. And I'll likely be doing another live in a couple weeks. I just like to do these on impromptu. It honestly rejuvenates me a little bit for the day too sometimes. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.